and I heard a couple CEOs say this, you cannot fix a problem unless you can properly explain it. And so I know you have you have your finger right on the button, and so since you're able to...
Oh man, before I get started, I want everybody in the room to read what's inside this circle, please. Let's read it together. The space inside this circle represents my realm of knowledge. All that I think I know about whatever I think I know is depicted right here within this circle. I must keep in mind that there is more to know than what is within the circumference of my awareness. Does everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
One of the greatest pains that I go through as a teacher is when I say something that is outside of your circumference of awareness, and you immediately retaliate against what I said, and you don't even know about what I said. You follow me? And we have a disease that I call dedicated ignorance. Okay? And we need to get out of that so that we can expand our horizons and free our African minds. All right, so I'm saying that now to let you know, if I say something today, brothers and sisters, and I promise you, I'm going to do that. All right? I'm going to say something that's outside of your realm of awareness that's going to be offensive to some. That is not my intent. I did not come here today to offend anyone. I don't have, as my brother, I think it was Dr. Amos Wilson, I think it was Amos, who said, I only have one enemy, and that enemy is racism. You are not my enemy, and I'm not your enemy.
That's right.
All right? However, many of us have been programmed to hate each other.
That's correct.
You follow what I'm saying? Simply because, you know, we step outside of what we think we know. So that's why I preface all of my lectures with this right here, okay? Moving ahead, what is my objective for being here today? Number one, I did not come here from Missouri to impress you. I didn't come here to try to, you know, excite you, thrill you, spill you as we used to do in church. I came here today to set you free. That's what I'm here for. So the aim of this lecture is to begin the process, family, of undoing or reversing ideas and concepts that have been programmed into the minds of our people by the religious statements and church doctrines that have caused us as a people to adopt a belief system that has resulted in our loss of contact with what is real, what's factual, what's historical, and what's spiritual. I'm a psychologist by profession. And whenever I find a patient who believes in something that is not factual, believe it or not, that's a psychological impairment. I'm serious about that. Okay. The mind of most Africans is still limited by what Eurocentric historiographers have placed within it. Now when I pause like that, it's because I want you to digest what I just said. Most of us, believe it or not, even a lot of us who were locked down, dashiki'd up, beaded and shelled all over the place and knocked down, you'd be surprised how many of us who look like that on the outside are still carrying an overabundance of Eurocentric historiography up here.
That's right. That's right.
Therefore, as a result of what the European historiographers have placed in our minds, we Africans, everybody say compulsively find a label within the parameters of their historiography to satisfy our need for identification. What are you saying, Brother Ray? Well, compulsive behavior in mental health is called when you engage in an activity and you don't even realize you're doing that. Okay? You don't even realize you're doing it. For example, now, can I go outside of the circle now for a moment? The goal of religion is to create a paralysis of analysis in those of you who believe in it. What does that mean? That means don't think. Okay? That's the goal of religion, to stop the thought process, to prevent you from using your critical thinking faculties.
That it has psychologically detached us from an understanding of how to succeed and self-manage ourselves in the natural world of reality, which is based on hard work, intelligence, knowledge, discipline, and practicality. And we are obviously oblivious to the law of implementation. And as a consequence, we now find ourselves in a position where we are now expecting and are dependent on the miracle, the supernatural, and the godly intervention to rescue us from this pitiful position that we find ourselves in. We were in too deep. We went too far with it. We became too obsessed with it. And we, in a sense, are in our own self-made matrix. We have created the dynamics for our own destruction. Our obsession with religion and our dedication to ignorance, our commitment to non-research, our acceptance of our conqueror's religion. You know, I mean, we already have his language and his name. Let's not give him our spirituality too. So there's a lot of reasons why this thing is not working, because nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
You cannot fix a problem unless you can properly explain it. And so I know you have your finger right on the button. And so since you're able to articulate this so well, I'm positive that you have many things that we can do to help get ourselves out of that. But before we go, please give us your contact information and